What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. We have some interesting stuff to dig in. So here we have, how about the pure crypto itself? This is an interesting video, guys. Let's start off with this one before we dig in some other things.
The pure version of crypto as such, where there is decentralization of the operation of the blockchain itself. So whether it be proof of work or proof of stake, certainly some elements of crypto do incorporate this decentralization element. Having said that, it's turned out, and I think subsequent events have also proved this, that even these notionally decentralized blockchains, many of them turn out to be decentralized in name only. They're actually quite centralized. And a good example is the Terra blockchain, and that's the blue circle there with the red outline. The Terra stablecoin, which blew up in May. You know, when that blockchain went down, I don't think people were searching around for the group who were running it. I think they were quite focused on the founder, and quite rightly so, because the control was highly centralized. And that kind of image is really quite pervasive in crypto. So yes, notionally some of this is decentralized, but a lot of it turns out to be quite centralized, even in spite of the name.
So this is a very interesting point, guys, because most of the people still think that XRP is centralized, right? Because they think that Ripple controls it, or because Ripple owns almost half of it, they think that it's centralized. But see, this is a very big problem that we're facing, and people don't understand the difference between decentralization and centralization. Because you can say that Bitcoin is decentralized or that Ethereum is decentralized, but actually it's not very decentralized. As he stated with Terra, when Terra exploded, the stable coin, and when Terra went down, it was actually because it's highly centralized. And the thing is, this is something that could easily happen with Bitcoin as well. Because listen, guys, there is a couple of people who are mining most of the Bitcoins. It's highly centralized. It's being controlled by a small group of people. And this is not decentralization. If you look at XRP Ledger, actually, where there is many validators who are mostly not Ripple. So 90% of validators are not Ripple. Ripple just runs 5% of validators, right? Which keeps the XRP Ledger network going. So if you really compare, and also with Ethereum, the mining, it happens, now it's staking, but there is a small group of people which were in control as well, which were owning also a lot. So it's not what you think that it is. It's, as he says, it's by name only. So here we have Ripple SEC begs court not to disclose Hinman documents, threatens appeal. This is very interesting. While U.S. Securities Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler is calling for a crackdown on the crypto industry based on existing laws and jurisprudence, he may find his nemesis in Ripple and the battle over the Hinman documents. As Bitcoiners reported yesterday, redactions of all documents related to the summary judgment were due to be filed by the SEC and Ripple by yesterday. Both parties met that deadline in a timely manner, and the SEC's filings reveals that it is still not ready to release the Hinman documents to the public. Now, why? Why are they protecting this information so much, guys? Think about this. In the document, the SEC is begging district judge and licitors not to release the documents while also issuing a threat. The SEC respectfully maintains that the Hinman speech documents are protected by privilege. But if these documents were to become part of the public record, the SEC would be foreclosed from making any such argument in the future, on appeal in this litigation or in other litigation, which would be highly prejudicial to the SEC. Is Ripple becoming the SEC's nemesis, right? Because right now, the SEC has a big problem. If that document is going to be shown, believe me, guys, it's going to be over, right? Ultimately, the agency argues that it did not waive the privilege against the public because it turned emails over to Ripple as ordered. I'm not sure how the SEC can argue that it didn't waive the privilege when the court has determined that they are not privileged, Morgan reported. So what is going to happen now, guys, is very interesting. Whether they're going to show those documents and they're going to accept that they have to, that the judge is going to say, we want to show this to the public, and then we will see the truth about SEC, and everyone will see the truth. And then Ripple will be winning by a forced ruling. XRP payments accepted for Dubai's top luxury residents. Look at this, guys. XRP accepted as payment by top Dubai real estate developer. Why do you think that this is the case? Why is it not that they accept Bitcoin or other things? Why is it XRP? XRP users can now use their assets to purchase Keturah Reserve Homes. Last month, MAG, a top real estate developer in the UAE, announced that the launch of Keturah Reserve, a United Arab Emirates 3 billion AED exclusive new luxury residential complex in Maidan, one of Dubai's most sought after residential areas. Now, think about this, right? If you want to buy a house with XRP, would it make sense for XRP to be a very high price? Yes, it would be, right? And that's what these countries are also seeing. They know that XRP is not going to be a small thing, right? It's going to be a big one. And that is why it has started to have this acceptance of payments. And here we can see the SEC will ask to stay the judgment pending its appeal to the Second Circuit. So that's something that is possible that can happen, right? But let's see, guys. Let's see. This is good news for Ripple. As CEO of New Light Technologies talks about XRP and its ability to mint NFTs, it's a good use case for carbon credits. Now, again, the global climate goals, right? It says here. This is all according to the WEF, the World Economic Forum. Why, again, why do you think they choose Ripple? It is almost time, guys. It is happening. Be sure, guys, to watch my next video. In my next video, I will show you a very nice thread about the moon date on XRP, right? We will reveal the moon date as we did earlier, and we'll show you explanation why, and it will make so much sense. So be sure to watch that video. It's going to be epic. Large XRP holders accumulate so much XRP that they set records. XRP accumulation by major holders intensifies as stats beat all-time highs. XRP network, Whale and Shark addresses that share the 1 to 10 million XRP tier have been rapidly accumulating to end 2022 in December. Both the amount of these sized addresses and their percentage of supply held 7.23% have hit a new all-time high. Now, we always know that we have to follow the whales, right? Because they know more than us. These are people that are, whether working with big institutions, because they can also afford to hold such large numbers, and they know more information about something that is about to happen, right? So this is a good indication as well as when to have the most that you can actually afford to hold the Ripple XRP. And always follow the whales. The whales know more, guys. You can also follow whales on Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's the same thing, right? They know the timing better. Bitcoin is illegal in Muslim countries like Qatar, but it's okay for the Qatar National Bank to push centralized shitcoins like XRP and its customers. See, this is what I'm talking about. Again, having no knowledge about what is really regulated, centralized and decentralized. He doesn't understand. So why do you think, again, that they do not use Bitcoin? It's very simple. The answer is very simple. Bitcoin is not efficient. Bitcoin cannot handle transactions like XRP could. Why do you think Qatar and QNB is a Ripple partner, guys? Look at that. QNB and Ripple partner to enhance global cross-border payments. QNB, the largest financial institution in the Middle East and Africa, unveiled its global strategy for cross-border payments with the launch of a remittance service developed in partnership with Ripple, the leading provider of enterprise blockchain solutions, right? So this is the problem. This guy thinks that Bitcoin is decentralized and that XRP is centralized, while it's actually not true. And that is what people don't understand. Again, coming back to my point that you have to understand what is XRP ledger, how many validators are running it, who is running it, who controls the network, who controls XRP. Yes, Ripple has a large portion of it. That doesn't mean that they control the network. Fam, Brookie Barr, Senior Vice President at the American Bankers Association. If DLT and blockchain technology is going to the next innovation that supports banking and financial services, banks need a way to experiment in that space and to learn.
A couple of things stood out to me. I think largely the acting chair hit the mark on the comments. I was encouraged on obviously the need for prudential regulation and a prudential regulatory framework to manage the risks associated with digital assets and stable coins specifically. Also, a big focus of the ABA is on regulatory clarity, Lee, to your point. But he did seem to indicate, guidance is coming. I'm encouraged by the idea that the FDIC is working with banks on a case-by-case basis today to help them move forward, because I think it's important if DLT technology and blockchain technology is going to be one of the next innovations that supports banking and financial services. Banks need a way to experiment in that space and need to learn along with other non-bank entities.
Very interesting, guys. Let's see what is going to happen. Be sure to check my next video, guys. It's going to be very interesting. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Cheers.